Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we all? Hope we're all good. Hope we're all well. Let me know if you can hear me all well. Good morning, Leslie. I hope you're well, sweetheart. Isn't this nice? We're back. We are back. Good morning, Janet. Yes, I've missed this. I've missed this so much. Good morning, Caroline. Good morning, Lois. So yeah, if you could just let me know. Brilliant. Thank you, Leslie. You can hear me all well. How are we? I hope everyone's okay. So yeah, I'm back doing the lives again. So I'm in the shop, and Monday mornings we're going to carry on doing the gridding week. Wednesday will be the crystal of the week, and then Friday is going to be the cards. So yeah, if people can remember way back, we used to pick a card and we'd grid along with it. So this is the card that we pulled way back when. Deep Healing is the card. I'm going to drop down. So this is the card that we pulled before all the madness happened. Now on that we've got Azurite and Malachite. So that was this card for Deep Healing. I'm going to go for Chrysocolor. So this is going to be our center crystal. Beautiful. There is a line of malachite in this. So yeah, it's perhaps going to be more Malachite really for this one. So this is going to be my center grid. That's going to be in the center of the grid there. Then on this card, we do have smoky quartz on there. So we're going to follow that pattern, not that pattern. We're not going to be doing all of that, but I'm going to use the smokies. I'm going to bring in the smoky Lemurians. God, it's been so long since I've done all this. It's slowly coming back to me. What do we do? So we'll put 1 point at the top. And the second point we'll put at the bottom. And then just either side, we're going to follow that off with tumbles of smoky. Now I've chosen Malachite because malachite is really good for the solar plexus. It's really good for our personal power. It's really good for getting rid of anything that's held us back from doing what we needed to do. So the malachite is in that with the chrysocolor, which is perfect for the voice, expressing, communicating. So with this deep healing that we're setting for this week, in the center there, we've got our power center and we've got our voice, our expression. So a beautiful combination there. And then with the smoky quartzes, we've got the 2 points there, releasing negativity, bringing in a nice gentle grounding, but releasing that. So anything we're holding on to, let the smoky quartz get rid. So we've got the 2 points pointing out. When it's pointing out, we're drawing out. If I had the points pointing in, I would be bringing the energy into the grid. But as this is a healing, I'll have it pointing out. And then with the tumbles, they're just bringing a more neutral energy to what the points would be doing. So that's the smoky quartz. And then we're going to bring in, and I'm going to bring in some beautiful blue fluorite. Blue fluorite is coming in because it's a beautiful positive crystal, but also good for the mind, bringing positive energy to the mind. So if you're somebody who is always dwelling on the negatives, working with fluorite, and fluorite is a good mind crystal. We use it with the third eye or with the crown chakra, and it's good for bringing in positive thoughts, keeping things positive. Always look on the bright side of life. Shall we have a sing song? Always look on the bright side of life. Do 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 do. So bringing in the fluorite there to coincide with the beautiful smoky. So we've got a crystal taking away negativity. We've got a crystal that's holding in that positivity. Also, fluorite is good for going into your rooms, into your healing rooms, your sacred spaces, because it keeps that energy positive, especially if you're doing a lot of work at home where you're mixing professional with personal. So if you've got your living room and in the evenings it's full of family and you and your partner, and then in the daytime it's full of clients, fluorite is a good crystal to bring in to keep that energy positive. And then we have a beautiful Amethyst Celestials. So amethyst is great. It's your general healer. From the top of your head to the tip of your toe, amethyst generally does it all. But we like to take this also to the third eye. Well, no, more so to the crown chakra. Just to keep things general in that position. So the celestials are just going along nicely like so. And also with them being celestials is quite otherworldly. The way that they form is more to do with what's growing around it to make the celestials. Sometimes it's growth interference. Sometimes it's growing with another amethyst. Sometimes there's a harder mineral around the amethyst. So as it's trying to grow in its formation, the harder mineral around it is trying to stop that, but it works around it. So we're left with these beautiful, celestials. My phone does not want to focus on anything I put up to it. And then I don't know what I'm doing first thing on a Monday morning, handling Imperial Topaz. So we got some beautiful pieces of Imperial Topaz. People who have been with me throughout lockdown will know just how potent Imperial Topaz is. I mean, I've said I've got fluorite on the grid for positivity. This is to bring in that gold ray, to bring in that buzzing energy. So if you're lacking in energy, if you're motivated, if you've got the thoughts, so you're like, yes, I want to get on with that. I want to do that. I want to do this. But your body's saying, I ain't got that energy. Bring in Imperial Topaz. I really wish my phone would learn to focus on what's up close. But I'll send clearer pictures on Dan Rocks on the post. But yeah, Imperial Topaz is my rocket fuel. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Well done, phone. With Imperial Topaz, we've got the striations. Striations are lines that are formed on the crystal. Black Tourmaline has this, kunzite, danburite. And with these, where am I going with these? I'm going here. And so with those striations, it means that the power, the energy is direct. So if you're working with Black Tourmaline, you'll feel that the energy, the grounding energy, the protective energy is very direct. It's very here and now. You'll feel that. So with Imperial Topaz, with that boost of energy, you're going to feel that. I only have to hold Imperial Topaz and I can feel that energy going all the way down my arm, and woof, off I go. There I am. And then we are looking at apophyllite. These beautiful little chunks of light that I'm just going to go around the outside. For a beautiful ending to a deep healing grid. So that's my take on this. Let me pop back up. Let me just switch this around. There we go. So that's my take on the beautiful deep healing grid. Now for you guys, do whatever you feel is right for you when it comes to gridding. There is no right or wrong way. Good morning, Anne. How are you? I hope you've settled in your new place. It looks amazing. Good morning, Sylvia. I hope you're well, sweetheart. Anne, I need a crystal to help me with patience and slowing myself down. I'd perhaps go with Black Tourmaline. Black Tourmaline is really good. It's one of the reasons I don't like Black Tourmaline for grounding, because I find it very slow, very sluggish. But if you need that, then it's good. It's good to do that. And especially if we're not dealing with the energies we should be dealing with. Sometimes we could put our mind, our thoughts into other things and leave that energy around. And if we work with Black Tourmaline, we slow down and that energy catches up and it's like, pow, now deal with this. So yeah, I would definitely go with Black Tourmaline for that. But if any of you guys are into your gridding, like always, look at your crystals, look at what you've got and just go, right, Dan's done a grid for deep healing. Put that intent in. I want to do a grid for deep healing and see what crystals come out at you. See what jumps up, see what you can see, and go with those. I always, apart from the center crystal, I always work in pairs or in fours, threes you can do. So look at the crystals you've got multiples of and just have a play around. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as this one. You can literally, and even if you've just got tumbles, you can use the tumbles. Doesn't matter the size, intention is key. So if I just take down this grid, so there, let me just put this back up. So there we've just got smoky quartz, we've got fluorite, and we've got the chrysocolla in the middle. That's a grid. So if you've just got 4 crystals of the same and another 4 crystals of the same, you can make a grid and just put another crystal in the middle. There we go. You know, you can really experiment, play around, feel free. You know, even if you've got a tumble, place a tumble in the middle. I've only got 2 of the same crystals. Oh, the apathyte's getting in there. Then do what you've got. Work with what you've got. So there I've got 2 bits of amethyst, 2 pieces of fluorite, and a bit of smoky quartz in the middle. That is a grid. And that too can be deep healing. Remember, you've got the smoky quartz in the middle, taking away that negativity. You've got the fluorite, keeping that positivity, bringing in the thoughts of positivity. And you've got the general healing of amethyst working around there. So it's really, you know, yes, you could go as big as you want, but if you've not got that many crystals, you can go as small as you want. Yeah. So always look at your crystals and see what happens. Last year, when we were in the flow of all of this, people were sending me pictures of their crystals and their grids. And it was amazing. I loved seeing your work. I loved seeing what you thought you needed deep healing for. I mean, that's for the communal. I'm sending that out to you all, deep healing. But for your grids, make it for you. And if you do a grid, send me a picture and I will definitely share it on the Dan Rocks business page. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, my Saturday boy is here. Good morning. Hope you're well. I'll send you a message later. Lovely grid. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Leslie. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be doing this again. I have missed it. So, yes. Leslie, I need a crystal for carpal tunnel. Ruby and fuchsite is good for carpal tunnel. Esther, how are you, beautiful? Esther's on board. She's another lady who loves gridding, and all the boards that we use for our grids are all made by Esther. This is on ash, and this is the beautiful Atlantean water. So I like to use these for communal healings. I like to use the Atlantean water because water flows, water carries intent. So when I'm doing a communal healing, if I'm using this grid, then we've got that water. So it's flowing to you guys. Okay. Right. So Esther, I'm good. Thank you. Listening to you as I walk from home. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Nice kills today. I hope you think so. Melissa, so happy to have discovered you. Oh, bless you. Really looking forward to coming to some of your workshops. I will look forward to seeing you. Yeah. I mean, we've got a couple of minutes now. If you've got any questions about gridding, if you've got any questions at all, do ask them. I'm just going to put this grid back together again. But yeah, there is so much going on here at the moment. We've just had an amazing weekend with Eva. Eva May came here on Saturday to do palm readings. Absolutely amazing. She knocked it out the park. We had a little bit of a tailback, but it was sorted. It was all good. And then this Saturday, I'm offering myself up. This Saturday, I'm doing Crystal Connections. So if any of you guys are local to Tiverton or in the Devon area and you need some advice, you need a stepping stone to helping you to connect to these crystals, then Saturday, I'm opening the doors and you can have a little one-to-one session with me to get you on the path, give you a bit of confidence in connecting to these beautiful crystals. But I've got base chakra workshops literally coming out my ears. I've started doing the chakra workshops in 2018. And I think this month I've got more base chakra workshops happening than I have in the, well, take away these 2 years of nothingness, than I have done since 2018. So end of January, I've got 2 base chakra workshops. They're full. February, I've got 2 base chakra workshops. They're both, one's full, one I've got 1 space left for. So there's plenty of workshops, plenty of things to come and do. Leslie, I have my Fuchsite pendulum. Brilliant, gal. And especially with a pendulum. Work a pendulum like you would do a wand. So, because I think your Fuchsite pendulum, if I remember, is faceted like a wand. So if I just use if this works. So if you pretend that this is your pendulum, okay, and it's faceted, I don't think it's going to focus. But if you look at your pendulum and it's got the sides, use these sides for your carpal tunnel. Okay, we call those wands. Don't call them wands. We call those blades. So on a pendulum, on wands, on natural points, the long edges, we call them blades. And that's the first thing to use on healing, is use that, because sometimes that can just shift it. If not, then go to the face. These little triangles on a point, we call them faces. They carry the same amount of energy in a blade, but on a smaller surface. So that smaller surface will be more intense than on a blade. So if it's stubborn, use the face. Then if that doesn't work, then go direct using the point. Only use the point as a last resort. Don't go in straight with the point, because sometimes it can be too much. If it's still stubborn after using the face of the pendulum or the wand, then use the point and give that a direct, because the same amount of energy that's coming from the blade and coming from the face is coming from the point. But obviously the intensity is immense with it coming from that. So use that for you, sweetheart. Right. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to let you all go because I need to get around and getting the shop open. Wednesday morning, I will be back. I'm hoping to be on for about 8:30, depending on buses and depending on other things. So between 8:30, 8:45, I will start, but I'll let you guys know. Wednesday, I will be doing Crystal of the Week. And as Chrysocolla was the center of our grid this week, then I'm going to bring that for the Crystal of the Week. So we're going to be exploring the spiritual side, the properties of Chrysocolla, but we'll also be looking at the science, its chemical composition, the Mohs scale, how to cleanse it, how to charge it, the things that so many people tend to forget when we talk about crystals. So many people just talk about the fluffy stuff. Sometimes we need the science as well. So that will be Wednesday. And then Friday, it will be our cards of the week. So I'll be doing my card readings for you gorgeous people. So that Ro, beautiful Ro, sending you big love too, sweetheart. Looking forward to seeing you at the lighthouse if you're still with us. You're very welcome, Leslie. Yes, I will do that as I need an op. Got this from broken wrist. Yeah. Then do be gentle. Work with that long part of the pendulum first and then work down to a point. Good morning, Shardy. I hope you are good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching me. We are always on replay. My videos are stored on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can always go back to. And remember, if you're doing grids, send me pictures. Let me see these amazing grids that you've been working on. Join me next Monday for some more gridding, but hopefully see you Wednesday for Crystal of the Week. And remember, guys, it's back. If you can't heal yourself, how the hell are you going to heal somebody else? Love you all lots. So good to be back. So good to see you guys. See you all soon. Bye-bye.